He's back, and he is already annoyed with me. Frisco News. It is 2 straight nights. You got 2 straight nights of the NFL, and if that wasn't a dead giveaway that it's totally football season, then we are.
Yeah, you know what? And thanks to 2 new knees, I'm actually ready to start that long road to the Super Bowl.
Are you?
Like, I'm ready to go down that road.
Are you gonna play it?
We'll see how it plays out.
Scooch it?
But how about this? For the 2nd straight year, that road made a stop in Sao Paulo.
Yes.
Chiefs and Chargers started the season with a trip to Brazil for a division clash. Put that on my travel schedule. And the crowd, they were festive. They were into it. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, they be worthy. He falls down. When he gets up, he's grabbing his shoulder. But here's the deal. He didn't fall down. He got knocked down, leveled by Travis Kelce. He would head to lock 13-6, Chargers with the lead at the half. 3rd quarter. The shoulder to Dante Jackson puts him on the ground after picking up the 1st down. The drive continues. 3rd and 1. Oh, what happened there? Well, Kareem Hunt got the 1st down, but then Kelce and Tierra Tart get into it, and a big slap there from Tart. Unnecessary roughness penalty. So they go for 2. They didn't get it, so now they're down 20-18. Chargers with the response. Herbert had something for the Chiefs all night long. Every time they needed to play, he was what a throw. Off balance, didn't matter. Perfect product placement. Game for Herbert. 318 yards to the air, 3 touchdowns. His team and Jim Harbaugh get the win.
Justin was phenomenal today in every way. Pinpoint accuracy. Thought he did a great job with his legs and running. There at the end, sealing the game. And just overall toughness. I mean, just complete stalwart. I mean, took some big hits, gave a few shots himself. It was incredible quarterback play.
Every game is important to us. This was the important one because it was the first one. It's a very good opponent we're going up against. We obviously have a lot of respect for them. But I'm happy the way that all 3 phases executed today. That's what our goal was, and it was good to see from us.
I mean, I could feel it pretty early on. I don't know exactly when that point is, but they definitely came out with more energy than we did. And so in this league, everybody's too good for you to not match the energy of your opponent. And so I think we learned a valuable lesson today. We got to be better from the get-go, from the start. We're not going to be able to just come back and win every single game. Teams are too good in this league, and so this would be a big lesson for us, a division opponent, someone that's going to be there at the end of the year. But we're going to have to learn fast. We're playing the reigning Super Bowl champs this next week.
Well, Jim Harbaugh, a perfect 6-0 in season openers in his career. That ties Mike Shanahan for the 2nd longest streak by a head coach in NFL history, and trails only George Allen, who won 11 straight openers back in the 1960s and 70s.
Okay, so that's interesting as we say hello to Damien Woody, because they're 6-0 in season openers, but the Chargers had lost 7 in a row to the Chiefs. Justin Herbert in this game, 3 touchdown passes, 318 yards, 0 picks. What impressed you the most about the way he played?
Well, he was, Nicole, he was so confident in the pocket. Like, the thing that stood out to me is the Chiefs couldn't get any pressure on Justin Herbert, and the way he was able to dissect what the Chiefs were trying to do defensively against them. Didn't matter if they rushed forward, if they brought the house. He had an answer for it all. And it just seemed like, for me, the Chargers, they let Quan Thornton had a big explosive, and Travis Kelce. But, when you take away Xavier Worthy, he's not available to you. That's the speed element that you can't teach that scares the opposing defense. And with him being out early, you saw this Chiefs offense kind of revert back to what we saw in 2024, more methodical, dink and dunk, those type of things. So I know the Chiefs want to get back to a more explosive element, and that's what not having Xavier Worthy.
That right arm, that's his throwing arm. Is he really able to throw? Don't know, because he never actually threw at full strength. Top of the 1st, 2 outs, no score. Not for long. Bobo. Broken that RBI double for Bo Bichette. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had been on first. Now he's home. It's a 1-0 lead. Later in the 1st, because it's a 3-run 1st inning, Nathan Lucas with the bases loaded, bring in 2. Play from the lead and never look back. Top of the 5th, Blue Jays now lead 4-1. Guerrero Jr. up. Nobody on, doesn't matter. He's not staying on either. number 23 of his season. Aaron Judge got to see that. Blue Jays now up 5-1. Next batter is Bo Bichette. The problem is communication, though, between Jazz Chisholm and Aaron Judge. Talk to each other. Don't let it drop. We're better than that, are we not?
Yes, they are.
Apparently not.
Everyone should be.
Yankees lose to the Blue Jays again, 7-1, 8 times in 11 games this season.
Well, the Mets entered the weekend just one game back of the second wildcard spot in the NL. They ventured into Cincinnati for a 3-game set. Brandon Nimmo with 2 on, looking to make it a 3-run home run, but TJ Friedl is there. How stingy was that? How about that takeaway? Now, there was a sac fly, but nonetheless, we're talking about TJ right now. And if it looked familiar, because if we go back to June 3rd against the Brewers, Jake Bauers thought he had a home run. In fact, it would have been a home run if TJ hadn't have done that. Glove over the wall. Set her robbing home runs. So let's bring it back to Friday, get one more look at it. I mean, look, he's into the netting and the wall. Looks like the Jumpman logo. Top plays, I'm guaranteeing it's going to be there. We go to the third. It's a 3-0 New York lead. Mark Vientos going big like notorious. His 16th of the year that pushes New York's lead to 4-0. Bottom of the ninth, though, the Mets lead at 5-4 now, and Edwin Diaz, he's got bases loaded. He's got nobody out. But here he strikes out LB Marte with a slider. So that's one. But wait, there's an issue. What's going on? He's yelling to the dugout.
Wardrobe malfunction?
Something about his shoe. It's not working, so they bring a shoe. They bring a file. Is it the shoes? It is the shoes. Different color shoes, by the way.
Full cleat change.
Would it matter? It would not, because he got Ellie De La Cruz looking on that one. So now it's 2 out. Gavin Lux, last chance for Cincinnati. Grounded to second, but how about this play from Luis Angel Acuna to Diaz, who was covering first? We got to see that again. Look where Acuna goes, and then Diaz covers. The Mets survive. They win it 5-4.
Tennis, anyone? The first of 2 semifinals at the U.S. Open for the men. Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz. Now, Djokovic is 38, Alcaraz is 22. Djokovic playing in his 53rd major semifinal. Was that Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler might pop up anywhere.
Alcaraz, 22-2, record at majors in 2025. Alcaraz, that serve is so good. That is how he's been winning as much as he has. It's been his weapon. In this one, he won the first set 6-4. Second set, Alcaraz break for 3-2. And then a little bit later, Alcaraz trailing 4-3. This is after he was down 3-1. Djokovic attacks off the serve. Alcaraz gets the right angle on the backhand. That is a winner. And it would set up for the tiebreak. In the tiebreak, Alcaraz up 2-0. Alcaraz gets to it. Djokovic extends to get it back over when the point he's like, give it to me, I'm 38. Look at what I'm doing too. Exactly. Alcaraz there. Set point now, and it does this. Throws Djokovic off. Another deep serve. The return goes long, so Alcaraz won the second set 7-6, because he's won 78 of 80 service games in this U.S. Open. Joker did get treatment on his shoulder to start the third. He started to look a little tired. He said, it's certainly not getting any easier for me. Alcaraz completely in command of this one. Sets up match point off the Djokovic serve. Alcaraz with the return. Joker gets it back, but that lands out. Alcaraz wins it. Straight sets. He's into the 7th for a major final.
Yeah, it will be very difficult for me in the future to overcome the hurdle of Sinner Alcaraz in the best of 5 on the Grand Slams. I think I have a better chance. Best of 3, but best of 5, it's tough. I'm, not giving up on Grand Slams in that regard. Having said that, I'm going to continue fighting and trying to get to the finals and fight for another trophy at least. But it's going to be a very difficult task.
Well, the other semifinal featured top seed Yannick Sinner taking on 25th ranked Felix Auger-Aliassime. And I'll see your Jimmy Butler and raise you a Kawhi Leonard. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, we popping up in New York. We're doing things. Second set after Sinner took the first set 6-1. Felix, puts it away. That's the first time that center serve has been broken in 39 service games. And Ojai Aliassime wins the second set 6-3. Now, center did take a medical timeout before the third set began, and it seemed like he found something while he was back there. He took that third set 6-3. Fourth set now, center serving is up 4-3. Felix with the return and then falls. He's okay. And center is now at 5-3. So we get to match point. Then trade a few passing shots. And Felix.
That has been an entirely different issue until tonight. Here's the coach.
Yeah, it's a big win. I mean, you can't go 2-0 unless you're 1-0. And our guys really prepared for it. They worked extremely hard. And just throughout the course of the game, could tell that our guys weren't going to be denied. And we were definitely playing against a team that's how they played. They're not going to be denied. Two opposing wills, two opposing forces, and we came out on top.
Hey, Jim, what did you think of Justin's 3rd and 14 scramble there to essentially clinch the game?
Yeah, I thought it was a great job. Great job by Trey Pipkins too, on the edge. It's a really hard thing for a tackle to, when the edge rusher, sees the quarterback moving, and that's when you get the holding penalty. And Mike Devlin teaches them to let go when they have that reaction. And Trey did a great job. I was really proud of Trey on that. And then Justin had an incredible game. Also, Trey Pipkins' birthday today. By the way, happy birthday to Trey. Justin was phenomenal today in every way. Pinpoint accuracy. Thought he did a great job with his legs and running. There at the end, sealing the game. And just overall toughness. I mean, just complete stalwart. I mean, took some big hits, gave a few shots himself. It was incredible quarterback play today.
Jim, can you talk about the team's ability, right here in the front, the team's ability to respond? Like after every, touchdown or big play the Chiefs had, you guys came back. Can you talk about that, please?
Yeah, we were talking about it on the sideline. I mean, the Chiefs, they weren't going to give us the game, and we were going to have to win. We were going to have to win it. And on that 4th and 1, big 4th and 1 in our territory, give the ball to Amarian Hampton, and he was not going to be denied. It's monumental. It's monumental. It's September 5th, they'll go down in some Charger lore. In my opinion, it was a big win.
Big win indeed, because it snapped a 7-game losing streak from the Chargers against the Chiefs. Andy Reid and his squad, they start the season 0-1.
The injuries go, we had a couple of them. So Xavier Worthy hurt his shoulder right early in the game. And then Tranquil, Bolton, and Gelati, but they all finished, and they should be okay as we go forward. I'd like to thank the people of Brazil here and for Sao Paulo for the hospitality. We didn't give all those fans that showed up the best show. We can learn from this as we move forward, which we'll do. I've got to make sure I get my team in a better state there coming out, playing with more emotion. And we were a little flat that first half, and that cost us. There were some good things in there, but again, we've got to make sure we take care of business with that, and that's my responsibility. So I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, go ahead and fire away.
Sam, but any indication for Xavier Worthy about the seriousness of that?
We'll know tomorrow once we get back and do an MRI. So.
What did you evaluate the passing game a little bit?
Yeah, listen, I thought it was kind of a two-halves passing game. I thought the first half we were off a bit, and then the second half, it picked up a little bit. We had a few more explosives there, and got into a little rhythm, better rhythm than what we had there. So we got to, again, I've got to make sure that we start faster in there.
Andy, to that point, you said the guys didn't have necessarily the emotion. Is there something that you noticed pretty early on, or do you think the Xavier injury had a role in that?
Yeah, but listen, I expect more than that. I've got to make sure we come out with better emotion. You know, it's a nice big stage for us and against a good football team. And they made a couple plays early, got things going, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought they did a better job in that area. So.
Bye, you're good. Stand up.
Andy, just related to the same question. What signs do you see that when you say that about feeling like they're flat and anything in particular that you look at that?
Yeah, listen, I'm on the sideline, so I expect there to be emotional support there. I also expect the players to fly around and do the things that I've seen us do. So it's my responsibility to get them in that frame of mind. Do that, whether you have an injury, a turnover, whatever it is. You know, you fight through that and you make yourself better, whatever situation that you're in.
Second row.
Coach, Ben has said a few times during the conversation that and it looked like in the first quarter you guys started using big plays, but in the second half you tried to revert and get a big rhythm. How much work is in chasing plays?
Yeah, we normally like to mix and match, but we did take a few more shots today, completed a few, and we were off on a couple. But that's you keep firing in those situations and work through it.
First row there.
Coach, after this first game,
Much more post-game from Chiefs and Chargers coming up on the way, as well as everything else you need to know from the world of sports.
Everything?
Like the return of Michael Eaves. You're welcome.
Pick six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick six.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6?
Pick 6.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Hit by his teammate Travis Kelce, he would not return to the game. Down 13-6 at the break, third quarter. They get into it, and Tart like, oh, that's a straight roundhouse punch. Next play, Mahomes, a couple of pump fakes. He's like, you know what, I'm just gonna do that for the pylon. Chiefs down 13-12. Butker missed the extra point. So Howard to Juju Smith-Schuster. Look at that. Only Mahomes would do that. And you'd only want him doing it. So that keeps the drive alive. And then here, what a play. The little deke out to the flat instead. It hits Kelce for the 37-yard touchdown. They would go for 2, not get it, so it's 20-13. And freeze frame. Now it's over the Chiefs, 27-21. Well, Jim Harbaugh, a perfect 6-0 in season openers in his career. That ties Mike Shanahan for the second longest streak by head coach in NFL history and trails only George Allen, who won 11 straight openers back in the 1960s and 70s.
Okay, so that's interesting as we say hello to Damien Woody, because they're 6-0 in season openers, but the Chargers had lost 7 in a row to the Chiefs. Justin Herbert in this game, 3 touchdown passes, 318 yards, 0 picks. What impressed you the most about the way he played?
Well, he was, Nicole, he was so confident in the pocket. Like, the thing that stood out to me is the Chiefs couldn't get any pressure on Justin Herbert, and the way he was able to dissect what the Chiefs were trying to do defensively against them. Didn't matter if they rushed forward, if they brought the house. He had an answer for it all. And it just seemed like, for me, the Chargers, they let the Ferrari loose in Justin Herbert, and he put on a masterful display against that very good Chiefs defense.
Okay, like what kind of Ferrari? Are we talking like old school Ferrari? Are we talking like a Formula One Ferrari? What kind of Ferrari? I need to know the details.
No,
here.
we talking. I know you're a car lady. We talking Formula One Ferrari.
Okay.
We're on that level.
Okay, all right. We'll make sure it's the right Formula One Ferrari, but we'll have that discussion later. Look, for the Chiefs, because sometimes their strategy can get you into trouble.
Good point.
Anyway, the Chiefs, they lost this game, but they also lost Xavier Worthy early on. The impact of his absence for that offense was what?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the lack of explosive plays. I mean, we saw a couple of them. Tyquan Thornton had a big explosive, and Travis Kelce. But you know, when you take away Xavier Worthy, he's not available to you. That's the speed element that you can't teach. That scares the opposing defense. And with him being out early, you saw this Chiefs offense kind of revert back to what we saw in 2024, more methodical, dink and dunk, those type of things. So I know the Chiefs want to get back to a more explosive element, and that's what not having Xavier Worthy meant to that Chiefs offense.
Okay, fine. It wasn't clicking on all cylinders. However, there was that Mahomes magic moment, like in the fourth quarter. Again, I just that completion over what three defenders. It makes no sense. How did he do it? Maybe why? Also, I don't know.
I mean, it's just Mahomes magic. Like there's only I don't know if anyone else can really do these type of things. Maybe Lamar, maybe Josh, but we've seen this type of stuff from Patrick Mahomes throughout his career, and we just saw another spectacular one tonight.
It doesn't make any sense. But
he threw the ball sideways. It wasn't a spiral. He threw it sideways.
Yeah. He threw it like I would throw it, let's be honest. Look, it doesn't get any easier for the Chiefs. They go up against the defending Super Bowl. Why are you laughing? You're not supposed to be laughing at that. The Eagles next.
To Brock Purdy in that offense, his versatility, not only running the football, but his ability to catch the ball, whether you're lining him up as a wide receiver, catching the ball out of the backfield. He's such a security blanket for Brock Purdy. And listen, this 49ers team is going up against, in my opinion, a very good defensive team in the Seattle Seahawks. They're very multiple. They have athletes all over the field. And so if you don't have Christian McCaffrey, boy, that's going to be tough sledding playing up in Seattle this week.
And look, we saw all last season how difficult it was for San Francisco when they didn't have Christian McCaffrey out there on the field. You mentioned it is week one, and we're all excited about it because there's this team, there's this matchup that everyone's excited to see. But who's the one player, Damien, that you're going to be checking out the most coming up this week?
Yeah, Michael, how about a rookie? How about Cam Ward? Probably the most unheralded number one pick that we've seen in quite some time. A lot of people haven't been speaking a lot about Cam Ward, but I just love his mental makeup. I think he's going to be he's going to be exactly what the Tennessee Titans need at the quarterback position, a leader, and they're going up against the Denver Broncos up in Mile High. And let me tell you, the Denver Broncos are one of these teams in the AFC that people are going to be talking about second year with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. So that's going to be a really, really good test right out of the gate for Cam Ward against that Denver Broncos defense.